Hello there, my name is Jay. It's recording, yes. Today I want to talk to you about softwares. I know it sounds like a pretty boring topic, softwares, but softwares are a very important aspect to becoming a writer. Because nowadays you have to literally do everything, and it's always better to know how to do bits and bobs of everything. So first off, there is a website called Yes, I'm a Designer. It's a website with every tutorial you will need to become a writer, a designer, a filmmaker, animator. Literally the list goes on, and I cannot recommend it any more highly than I am now. Well, it's not going to teach you how to write, but it'll teach you all the softwares to progress your writing and to put your writing into other formats. First off, I want to talk about Photoshop. Photoshop is the must software to learn. If you want to be literally any creative, Photoshop is number one. For my Instagram posts, I always use Photoshop to format my writing. And all my photos I edit using Photoshop, and all the photo manipulation I edit using Photoshop, and all the thumbnails for YouTube I use Photoshop. So I literally use Photoshop for everything. The second one is Premiere Pro. These are all Adobe softwares, so it's a little more complicated than Final Cut Pro. I know most of you might be learning film editing using Final Cut Pro at school. But Premiere Pro is the next step forward if you want to make it a bit more fancy, you know. And also on Premiere Pro you can color grade, which I'm learning right now. I don't know how to do. I'm learning this on that website. You can color grade, you can edit, you can do sound design, you can do transitions, you can do literally everything on this software. And I only know 20% of it, yet still I'm making some pretty decent stuff with it. The third software is Adobe Audition. Adobe Audition is wicked. It's so simple to use, like a monkey can use this bloody software, and you can create some epic sound designs on it.
Time, where did time go?
Yelled a man wearing a framed blue face mask and a scraggly grey beard.
Are we here, there, or everywhere? There's another world where it is we don't know.
And I'm using sound effects from Epidemic Sounds. So Epidemic Sounds is fantastic as well. Epidemic Sounds is a website where you pay monthly and you get unlimited access to sound effects, music, and it's all royalty free, so you can use it on YouTube. Because you can't just use anybody's music on YouTube, it has to be royalty free. And that's why Epidemic Sounds is so great. You've just got such a vast collection. InDesign. InDesign is the most complicated software in my opinion. I completed the masterclass on Yes, I'm a Designer course. And I learned so much, yet still I feel like even after taking like a 3-week course, I know 10% of really what I should know. InDesign is more if you want to format a book or an ebook. Ebooks are so bloody complicated. Like formatting an ebook is the most complicated procedure out of anything I've ever done. There's a really good software that I'm using called Kotobi Author. It's basically a simplified version of InDesign that you can format your ebook into. InDesign is absolutely fantastic for print. So it's more of a print software than an ebook software. But you can still do an ebook on InDesign like beautifully, but you've got to know your shit. And to learn your shit takes a long time. Whereas Kotobi Author, it's more of a basic software. It's a beginner's ebook software. My first ebook I created 1200 kilometers, which is on my website you can get today. I created all that on Kotobi. I originally tried it on InDesign and I got nowhere, and I fell through a hole of misery, and I had to redo it because the coding was not correct. Whereas Kotobi, it was just one straight through. It was formatted for me. and it formats for Apple iBooks, for Kindle. It formats for everything basically. It's a one-stop shop. Fantastic, and it's a one purchase. It's a little expensive, but you buy it once and you have it forever, and they're always updating things. I would really recommend, if you want to be a writer, you should learn Photoshop, InDesign, Premiere, and Adobe Audio, because with these softwares you can design your book covers, you can design your social media page with Photoshop. With Adobe Audio, you can make your own narrative audio, you can make your own audio book, you can pretty much do everything audio with Adobe Audio. Premiere Pro, I highly recommend starting a YouTube channel if you want to be a writer, because as you know, you kind of have to be a bit different if you want to become a modern day writer, because everyone just publishes a book and sends it. It's like the J.K. Rowling dream, you know, it's dead. It's dead as a donut. Like, I remember when I first published my book, 1200 Kilometers, and when I published it, I thought it was fantastic, and I sent it to all these publishers. You know, as expected, I got a million rejections. So I realised no one's going to come to you by just being a writer. You kind of just have to become everything. You've got to know how to design, to film, to edit, to write, the whole shebang. Because, you know, oh bloody hell. You can't just wait for people to help you, because that ain't going to happen. And if it does, it's going to go like slow. You want to be like, kaboom! You know, you want to get inspired and you want to just keep creating. Because the thing with constantly creating, like there's a rule, like Robin taught me this. When he creates a video, he edits it that night. Because if you leave it to kind of like fester, it just gets boring, you know. But in that day, in that moment, it's like super exciting, and it kind of transfers into the final product. There are some times, like, God, when I just leave my videos to kind of fester, and then when I try edit them, I feels like I'm taking a huge shit in my mind, like I'm just constipated, because it's just like, and then when it's out, but usually when I edit it that day, it kind of just comes out so easily. So yeah, to be a modern writer, just learn the softwares and use this website's bloody awesome. Yes, I'm a designer. I mean, there are other websites out there. I'm not getting paid to be sponsored by them. I just bloody love it. Yeah, give it a go. And on my next on writing video, I'm going to talk about what camera I use and some good tips and tricks in using cameras, and also the difference between using a camera lens and a pen, and how they are different in capturing the moment. So yeah, that's another video. I'm blabbering on right now. You don't want to listen to me for all day, do you? But yeah, so I'm going to leave the link for the website to learn. I'm going to also give a description in which softwares are good to use and kind of how to use them. I'll probably build like a website post about this. But yeah, thanks for listening, and I hope you've enjoyed my jibber jabber talking to you. Yeah, don't wait for anybody to be a writer. Just fucking go for it. Learn everything. Don't wait for anyone. Do it yourself, and things will blossom. I mean, ever since I bought my camera, everything in my writing career has kind of gone pow pow pow. You know, now I'm kind of doing it full time. I'm sponsored by a secret sponsor in Silicon Valley who I don't know, but it's kind of working. Yeah. Just go for it. Just if you want to be a writer or a designer or a photographer or an artist, just go for it, and don't wait for people to help you. Just help yourself, and then you can help others along the way, and then everything just goes wham. Yeah, don't listen to haters, and if you're a hater, fuck off, and awesome. Bye bye. To read my street writing, feel free to give me a follow on Instagram. Have a wicked day. Woo!